Hey guys, Gombers here. So we are here because Jackson dropped a new music video today. This is GBAD, or Gotta Be a Dick. At least from what I've seen so far on Twitter, there's been some teasers out the last couple days, so here we go. Part 2 of Magic Man 2, GBAD. Okay, let's just get into it.
Life is great. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. You only live once. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. Life is great. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. You only live once. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. Me one for the love, second to the trust, 3 to the principle, and that is us. Hey, you're counting facts, but they don't line up. Tastes like coquita without a clean puff. Understand that for love as a favor is never enough.
Okay, so the sound of this alone is so like West Coast. I don't know. It sounds so California to me. I've been really just kind of focusing on the feel of it, not the lyrics just yet. So I think I might take this back to like try and focus on that a little bit, or maybe just turn on the lyrics so I have a little bit of focus on that too. But I kind of feel like also story-wise is like picking up right after High Alone. Like he's like I still believe in my theory that at the end of High Alone, or what we watched, was the death of Magic Man. And so now we're seeing Magic Man, I guess, I don't want to say resurrected or reincarnated, but like maybe this is where he woke up after the end of High Alone. But I'm gonna go back basically to here, turn on the captions, and let's do this. All right.
Life is great. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. You only live once. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. Life is great. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. You only live once. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. Me one for the love, second to the trust, 3 to the principle, and that is us. Hey, you're counting facts, but they don't line up. Tastes like coquita without a clean puff. Understand that for love as a favor is never enough, cause they got you through the flavor. Cause it came.
Sorry, hang on. These lyrics are distracting. This is not right. I'm missing so much stuff. Alright, we got these guys on the crossroads. They're about to die. So far, he saved the guy who was painting the billboard. Looks like he's gonna save this couple here. They're stuck on this train tracks.
The facts, but they don't line up. Tastes like coquita without a clean puff. Understand that for love as a favor is never enough, cause they got you through the flavor. Cause it came with many layers, too many players. When shit goes down, they still want you to be the savior. Became the pick and roll from them to get away. Fancy move with the fadeaway. They're reaching when the ref looks away. Gotta keep myself in check, am I okay? I still believe and trust over 1,000 times, but fuck your corn with yeses on both sides. Insane when they still blame me, cause I slide. I guess that's when we gotta be a dick sometimes. Life is great. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. You only live once. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. Life is great. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. You only live once. But gotta be a dick sometimes.
He's so like on the nose with this, and it's so funny. It reminds me of the kind of funny, crude style of the directors of Everything Everywhere All at Once. I don't know if you guys. I'm sure you guys have probably known this, maybe, but the directors of that movie also directed a little music video by Lil Jon called "Turn Down for What," and that music video is just rife full of like crude, sexual, hilarious imagery. And that's what this is kind of reminding me of. A lot of it's called "Gotta Be a Dick Sometimes," GBAD. He's every time he's trying to save someone or something, he's just like thrusting his groin in the direction of danger and using the power of, I guess, whatever, of being a dick, to like help these people. It's odd. It's so strange. Just a very interesting message, but it's and to get results sometimes that happens. That happens. Not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing or what, but it's a method that does tend to garner results, whether fortunate or unfortunate. That's kind of what I've picked up, at least so far. We're gonna go back a little bit and then continue, because this is oddly hysterical.
Life is great when peace comes to your heart. A ride to find a place but your soul to up. But now it's hard, thinking got no room for up. Watch the line cause the player can't tell black, white, apart. Spend time for talks, hope that shit would blend. I even try to change myself to another man. Things never land according to the plan. Devils never want to understand.
Okay, before we get into that, I've been picking up a little bit of the lyrics of the song, and I think we're gonna have to go through and do a listen with the lyrics after watching the video, maybe one more time after this, because like this is just I feel like it is still picking up off of High Alone, or at least in a lot of the themes that Jackson's really been kind of focusing on when it comes to the kind of fakeness and two-facedness of the industry. And the lack of authenticity and everything. So I'm really curious to see what he's talking about there. But let's take this back, because it seems like the guy who I am assuming, in my opinion at least, seemed to be his kind of handler as he's in this new world, alternate universe, dimension, whatever you want to call it, has a secret of his own. He's got a tentacle for a hand. I don't know. Let's see what's going on.
Watch the line cause the player can't tell black, white, apart. Spend time for talks, hope that shit would blend. I even try to change myself to another man. Things never land according to the plan. Devils never want to understand.
And now he's here. What the fuck?
Life is great. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. You only live once. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. And life is great. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. You only live once. But gotta be a
So it seems to me he's almost like universe or alternate or like reality jumping. So he like, okay, okay. So he died in High Alone. And then I still think he's in an afterlife. And I still think basically what happened was he started to catch attention for his powers because he was saving all these people. And as they started like swarming him and everything, he kind of had like a traumatic response happen. And like it said at the very end, in order to protect your own boundaries and protect your own will and yourself, you gotta be a dick sometimes. And everyone kept pulling and pushing, and it seems like even his handler didn't have like the best intentions with him. He wanted to show him off and end up taking the credit for a lot of his right doings. And so in the end, he got one in the chest. Okay, we'll take it back once more and rewatch. And I want to see if I still feel the same way. And then we're going to listen to the song closer in the with lyrics. Life saved one. That imagery is still ridiculous.
Takes like a fever without a clean puff.
These three.
Understand that for love as a favor. It's never enough cause they got you through the flavor. Cause it came with many layers. Too many players. When shit goes down, they still want you to be the savior. Became the pick and roll from them to get away. Fancy with
I didn't catch that he technically like it's ridiculous still.
life is great when peace comes to your heart. Arrive to find a place but your soul too far. But now it's hard, making got no room for art. Watch the
This guy's taking all the credit.
Spend time for talks, hope that shit would blend. I even try to change myself to another man. Things never went according to the plan.
Relation.
Never
Is
want
he in
to
on it?
understand.
Is Paul playing a plan?
Life is great. Just gotta be a dick sometimes.
I feel like when he transforms, like gets transported to there, it's not. I don't know if necessarily this guy who like transported him, or if it's like a response that he's having, and like this is actually where he's at. I'm still unsure, but I think I'm still more leaning to this is a response of Magic Man, with the realization that dude is probably in on the whole thing. Everything so far has maybe been a setup or a laid out to take advantage of Magic Man and for others to take the credit and the glory. But yeah, I still think it's a response to that. And like, so the surroundings and the transformation to this is all just like a visual manifestation of the trauma that Magic Man is feeling when he's realizing he's been taken advantage of.
You only live once. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. Life is great. Just gotta be a dick sometimes.
And it really feels like in this moment, this dude who is supposedly his handler, supposedly looking out for him, is really the guy who's taking the most advantage of him. And he sees all these other people trying to get their hands on him to also get their cut, their piece. And he's just hoarding him for himself.
Gotta be a
So cold. Just cold. Just immediately, just boop. Right to the chest. That again. Sometimes we gotta be a dick, not to harm, but to set boundaries and protect our own will. There it is. There it is. Alright, let's get into the music now, because, like, I've really digging the vibe of the song. It sounds great. Alright, let's get into this. I got the lyrics up here. We're gonna read them. We're gonna listen to the song. And yeah. Alright, let's go. 3, 2, and 1.
Life is great. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. You only live once. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. Life is great. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. You only live once. But gotta be a dick sometimes. I mean, 1 for the love, 2 to the trust, 3 to the principle, and that is us. Hey, you count them facts, but they don't line up. Tastes like Cohiba without a clean puff. Done this, done that.
Alright, so we got for me 1 for the love, 2 to the trust, 3 to the principle, and that is us. You call them facts, but they don't line up. Tastes like Cohiba without a clean puff. Is Cohiba a let's see, cigar? Luxury cigars. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's take it back.
But without a clean puff. Done this, done that for love as a favor. It's never enough cause they got used to the flavor. The puzzle came with many layers, too many players. When shit goes down, they still want you to be the savior. It came the pick and roll from them to get away. Fancy move with the fadeaway. They're reaching when the ref looks away. Gotta keep myself in check, am I okay?
Alright, so done this, done that for love as a favor. It's never enough because they got used to the flavor. The puzzle came with many layers, too many players. When shit goes down, they still want you to be their savior. So, I think this is pretty clear that it's about a lot of, maybe he did a lot of things for friends and who he thought were friends and family, or not maybe family, but friends and close ones in the industry. And it didn't seem like they were much appreciative. He realized he kept connecting and trying, I guess, with other collaborators or whatever, he's had a rough go of it when it comes to trying to establish trusting relationships in the industry. I think he got really blindsided by how two-faced and insincere it can be. So, like, the puzzle came with many layers, too many players, like, too many people in his camp, too complicated, too much shit going on. And when everything went down, of course, the public, the media, everyone around is still hoping he's going to be this bright and shining, positive, beaming light and everything. Whether that's people in the industry, people he's working with, fans, media, everybody. It became the pick and roll for them to get away with fancy moves with the fade away. They reach and when the breath looks away, gotta keep myself in check, am I okay? So yeah, it's clear, just like showiness, a lot of two-facedness, a lot of sly looks, sly moves, sketchy things when no one's looking, but then as soon as everyone, all attention's on him, everything seems perfect and great. And he's just like, how do I check in on myself? How do I make sure I'm all right? Let's keep getting into it.
Fancy move with the fadeaway. They're reaching when the ref looks away. Gotta keep myself in check, am I okay? I still believe in trust over 1,000 times, but fuck your corn with yeses on both sides. Insane when they still blame me cause I slide. I guess that's when we gotta be a dick sometimes.
So I still believe in trust over 1,000 lies, but fuck your coin with yeses on both sides. Insane when they still blame me cause I slide. I guess that's when we gotta be a dick sometimes. So yeah, I think definitely, again, bringing it back to just that he just wants trust, and he wants to be able to trust the people in his camp, and he doesn't want, like, fuck your coin with yeses on both sides. It sounds like he maybe had a lot of yes men maybe in there, who were just saying yes, yes, yes to whatever he wanted, not really thinking about him and his well-being. And I do have something to say about this, not that it's critical towards anybody, but it's just something I was thinking about and something that just kind of came to mind of like it's the truth about the industry is people are always looking out for themselves, especially when they're in the presence of someone who can bring them great success and great opportunity. It's hard to not just say yes and not just agree. And so finding sincerity and finding authenticity in this industry is a very, very tough road to be on because it's incredibly rare. And I'm not trying to say that like every artist out there, every person in the media, every person in the industry is a fake and inauthentic, but there is a level that is not true. As soon as you put a public face on something, a level of honesty and a level of authenticity goes away because when people become self-aware, they police themselves in their behaviors and what they say and everything and how they act. They want to come off as their best person. That's a form of policing yourself, and it's just the truth with this industry. So yeah, but fuck your coin with yeses on both sides, and same when they still blame me because I slide. I guess that's when we gotta be a dick sometimes, and it's honestly yeah, like if you can call that out, if you can recognize when your camp is filled with not the right people, and people are trying to take advantage of you, that's the time. Be a dick, get them out. You gotta go. All right, let's continue.
Life is great. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. You only live once.
Can I actually say, I think this might be my favorite Jackson rap song. And I love this style of him. It's such a good mix of his singing voice as he's developed it and mixing that in with his rap. It's so good. But I even think lyrically, this is the best I think I've seen from him in terms of lyrical content and openness in there. I absolutely love this. This is I want more of this. Absolutely. Okay.
Just gotta be a dick sometimes. And life is great. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. You only live once, but gotta be a dick sometimes. Life is great when peace comes to your heart. A ride to find a place, but you're so too far. But now it's hard, the game got no room for art. Watch the line, cause the player can't tell black, white apart. Spend time for talks, hope that shit would blend. I even try to change myself to another man. Things never land according to the plan. Devils never want to understand. Life is great.
So life is great when peace comes to your heart, a ride to find a place for your soul to park. But now it's hard, the game got no room for art. Watch the line, cause the players can't tell black and white apart. Spent time for talks, hoped the shit would blend. I even tried to change myself to another man. Things never land according to plan, devils never want to understand. It's like he's talking like he's found this inner peace for himself, and he wants to express that in his art and like have something that's just like really, really good for it. But the game, as in the industry, doesn't got time for that. There's no room for that here. They just want hits, they want singles, they want that catchy pop stuff. Not saying there's nothing bad with a catchy pop song, just like they want what's gonna sell. They want what's gonna make people move and everything. And there's nothing wrong with those things. It's just, but when you've got something to say and you want to use music and art and everything to express yourself and really put yourself out there, this industry is not kind to that unless you can package that into a dazzling top platinum record or something like that. So yes, like watch the line cause players can't tell black and white apart. Spent time for talks, hope the shit would blend. I even tried to change myself to another man. Things never land according to plan. Devils never want to understand. So it's like he's tried to even like, I want to say explore, and I want to say like evolve himself in multiple different ways to try to fit and make his art work and express it the way he wants to. It just constantly, no matter what he does, he keeps finding people to take advantage of him and change his plans and twist them to something that's more benefiting to them. We'll finish out the song.
Just gotta be a dick sometimes. You only live once. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. Life is great. Just gotta be a dick sometimes. Be a dick sometimes.
Oh, those strings. All right. That was Jackson. Gotta be a dick sometimes. I really enjoyed that. I do think I thought it was a pretty interesting choice to follow up with For High Alone. I'm interested to see what the next couple chapters of this and what the next title releases are going to be like, because yeah, I just feel like there's so much story here that he's going to tell, and I'm interested to see where it goes. I'm interested to see how Magic Man and the Jackson from High Alone end up reuniting, maybe? Reconvening? But yeah, I'm so excited to see the rest of this, and I think he said it's going to be in 4 parts, so maybe we've got 2 more left to come before he drops the whole album, which I'm wondering how long it's going to be, if he's might potentially doing multiple title tracks. We've got High Alone, we've got Gotta Be a Dick Sometimes. We're gonna see. Again, I'm speculating because I think I remember him saying 4 parts, so that's me assuming another 2 music videos. But yeah, this was really, really good. I think, yeah, this song lyrically just really impressed me. It just felt very Jackson and very honest, and it just felt really, really well done. And I haven't seen song credits or anything yet, so I want to assume Jackson wrote it, but I will hold my tongue and I'll get it confirmed, and I'll probably put a caption here somewhere either way. But either way, whether he wrote it or not, he executed it so well and embodied the song of it so well, and it really feels like the lyrics really, really speak to what he experienced. And sometimes that's really what's important when it comes to songs. That's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and peace and love as always. I'll catch you next time. Peace.